Hi, good morning. I'm Judy Fleming, the Director of Healthy Acres Canada. And this morning I'm going to talk to you about exercise. And our temperatures outside right now are -9 degrees Celsius, so obviously I'm not going outside to do my exercise. I'm going to do my exercise indoors today. One of the things you got to make sure when you're exercising is that you have your water around, because you're going to be sweating and using up your water content in your body. So you want to make sure that you've got your water to be able to sip on as you're doing your exercise, whether it's outdoors or at the mall or inside. So have your water handy. Before we start our exercise, we need to do some stretching. So I'm going to do a little bit of stretching to start, and there's many different forms of stretching, and you do what is most comfortable for you. Stretching is very important to limber up the muscles and the ligaments. And every time you do this, it becomes a little bit easier. Okay, so for those people that are older and confined to a wheelchair, or just can't do the exercise that we're suggesting, I'm going to suggest that you do a little bit every single day so you get to the point that you can do more and more. Stretching is something you can do sitting at your desk, sitting on your bed. We can put our arms out and stretch and use up the muscles, and we can stretch our legs. So we want to make sure that everybody realizes that they can do some exercise. It might not be the same as what I'm going to do today, but it's certainly stretching and using some weights maybe to get the muscles active. The best tools I have is the Fit 10, and it comes in this handy little pouch. So it goes in my suitcase so I can take it on the road, and all of our equipment comes with videos, and I suggest strongly that you watch the video before you do the exercise. Whether it's using this Fit 10, the walking sticks, the Rebounder, any form of exercise, watch the video that comes with it. So let's look and see what's in our bag of the Fit 10. First of all, we've got this long one, and then we've got the one that's going to be used for running. So we'll start with the stretching and resistance. So when you first get it, it's going to be at this low resistance, and this is what we want for most of our exercise today. I'll show you later how to change the resistance. And it comes with this red band that you're going to flip over your door. So all you need is a door. You do this anywhere. Okay, so now you want to pull on one of the ropes to get the bar at about this height. You want to be arm's length away, and as I said, watch the video. He tells you exactly what to do. Put the rope on the front of your grip, arm's length away, your feet apart, about a foot apart from each other. Bend your knees, and then bend your elbows, and then you're going to pull as hard as you can. And when you're pulling, you're going to count so that you're breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to pull down, letting go of the grip so that I can pull. And your arms might shake, and that's fine. Just pull as far down as you can. And pull back up, and start over again. Another exercise you can do, put your back against the wall, your feet out about a foot, bending your knees again, have your head against the door, pull this down so it's about your eye level, what works for you. And now we're going to pull again as hard as we can. Feel your muscles contracting, and you're counting to 10. Once you get to 10, then you're going to pull down until your arms are down, straight in front of you. And you can do that exercise 2 or 3 times, whatever works best for you. Okay? The next exercise is pull the ropes so that they're equal length. Make sure they're equal length. And you're standing right underneath it, so they're right above your head. So you look up and you can see them. Their hands are together. And now you're going to step forward about a foot, a comfortable step forward, pulling your head forward and pulling forward so that your back isn't arched. You don't want to go like this because then your back is arched. You want to keep your body so that your head's forward and you're pulling on the muscles in your leg and you're leaning forward. Right? To the count of 10. Let me do it with the other leg. And then you want to have your arms straight out to either side. You're going to do the same thing again. And you can feel different muscles pulling now. You're going to lean forward with your head and push forward. Keep your back leg straight, and you can feel the muscles in your arms stretching and the muscle in your leg as well. And then you're going to bring it forward and do it with your other one. And what I like to do is the next exercise is pull back so that the two are sort of combined as one. And now lean forward as far as you can, and your leg is stretched back, your foot is flat, and you're holding for another. So you can do it as one long exercise. Forward, count to 10, and then gradually go forward, let your arms go back, and now stretch and pull for another count of 10. So those are the main exercises with the Fit 10, and I've developed a couple of extras of my own, and you probably will too. Leaning back as far as I can. Now this is allowing me to lean forward, and I'm going to now, it's like lifting weights. And it's a fabulous exercise. I find it really works well with my back. What I like about the Fit 10 is you're working at your level, whatever's comfortable for you, and that's what's important. Now I'm turning myself around, and I've got the same, the full length, and I've pulled out like this. And I have a lower back problem, so I find that this stretches my lower back. I can pull and pull my leg forward. And what I like about this is it's helping me to stretch my back. I count to 10. And when I do this, I find my back works better for me all day long. Well, the first time you do this, be very careful. You want to make sure you've got your balance. And then other things you can do is you're lifting, your weight is actually what you're lifting here. And you can feel the muscles in your arms. And then we can change the resistance by pulling the loop through, pulling it around and up and over. So now we've got double the resistance. As you can see, there's 3 around here, okay, or 2. So now we're going to put that over the door. Spread these apart as usual. Pull down, make sure it's tight. And now I can use these for resistance on my arms. And because I've got double the resistance, it's much harder for me to pull. And I can pull with both arms so that I'm actually using more muscle strength as well. You can do 5, 10, 20, whatever you can do with these. With the resistance doubled, it makes it a little bit harder, so you're working, getting your heart rate up. Okay, so now we're going to take this particular part of the Fit 10 and put it away. And now we're going to use the other part that helps me to run on the spot. And we're going to put this here around our door handle and on either side of the latch, and then shut the door. And now you can step inside of it. You put it so it's on your hips, not up on your stomach, but down on your hips, and pull. See how it stretches, and I can pull. And now I'm going to run on the spot. And I'm running on my toes, which is good as well. And I'm running and using my arms so that I'm not just running with my toes, I'm using my arms as well. My legs and my arms are being used. And if you have some weights, you could be holding your weights, and that'll add more resistance as well and weight. So we're working away. We can run faster, get at a pace that gets your heart rate up, that you feel comfortable with. And we're going to do this for about 5 minutes. You'll hear my music in the background. It helps me to stay on track, and it helps to use the time. I like the music, so I can keep working. And I know that the song's about 5 minutes long, so it gives me the encouragement to keep working. And again, you want to make sure you're breathing while you're doing your exercise. So, doing our exercise to music or using the different tools that we have in front of our TV or by a window so we're watching the world go by as we exercise helps as well. Okay, so the next tool that I use is the Rebounder. And again, it comes with a really good DVD and a booklet so that it gives you some ideas. The only problem I have with this DVD is I find the music to be a little bit too loud for my age, way too fast for what I can do. So that's why it's good for you to find your own music or your own TV program or a video that you can watch, or just in front of your window, as I said, so that you can see the world go by as you're exercising. The whole thing about the Rebounder is it's working with gravity. So as I go up, my lymph nodes are emptied. And it's working very easily without very much effort for me. Now, I'm getting benefit from it right now, but as I put more effort into it, I'm going to get more benefits from it. So I'm walking on the spot. It's better than walking or running outside on the hard pavement. It's easier on my joints because of the mat that is bouncing with me. And the more I bounce, the faster I go, the better it is for me. But again, it's at your pace, so you feel comfortable. After all, I'm 65 years old. I can't do what's on the 30-year-old video, okay? I use the bar because then it's giving me support. I'm not feeling as though I'm going to fall off. Now I can lift my legs up. I can do some other kinds of exercises with it. Whatever you want to do, but the whole idea is just to balance and to make sure that you're on it for 5, 10, 15 minutes, once or twice a day. Anything's better than sitting down and doing nothing. And that's the whole idea of all the exercises I've been showing you. Make sure you get your water. It's important to make sure you drink some water as you're exercising. Now I'm going to show you the last exercise that I do. And this is with my walking sticks, the Extra-Striders. They come with these wonderful grips that hold your hands in place. One is marked with an L, the other one's marked with an R, so my left and my right. It has the top and the bottom that keeps my hand gripped in so it's not going to move as I'm walking. We want to adjust it with these numbers along the side. I'm a number 6 and I'm 5'3", but it's going to vary with your height. You want it so that it locks in place, and you want it so that your arms are at right angles to your body. It comes with this little doohickey thing so that you can put the two of them together and they're ready for you. I keep them always at my height so I don't have to adjust them, but they can be adjusted for many different heights, for people much taller and much shorter. They have little booties on the bottom, and they flex, these booties. And when you're using the booties, for most walking, like if you're indoors or at the mall, you want the booties on. You can take the booty off, and there's a bit of a spike on the end so that you could be walking outdoors in a graveled area or up and down hiking trails. Normally you want the booties to be facing towards the back, and now we're going to start walking. So we're walking at a good pace, and you'll notice that I'm walking using my arms. Obviously, most of us would not be able to walk indoors in our houses, but at -9 degrees with ice and snow outside, I'm certainly not walking out on my sidewalk. So instead, what I do is I go to the mall. And before hours, at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, they have walking clubs. And then I can walk to my heart's content in the mall. And the great thing about walking in the mall at that time is the stores aren't open, so I'm not tempted to stop, because walking has to be done at a good pace. Not strolling, but walking. What I'm going to suggest to everybody is that these walking sticks are great as we get older. They give us the support. My 95-year-old dad was able to walk again when we gave him the walking sticks because he had the support without using a walker, which has got him humped over. So the walking sticks are really, really good for seniors as well. And we're going to walk any number of kilometers that you can, number of steps that you can, and you're going to make sure that you do it every single day. Even if you can only walk down to your mailbox and back the first day. The next day, walk a little bit further. Okay? Walking, a great form of simple exercise. And what are we going to wear on our feet? Well, we want to wear good shoes or barefoot. All of these exercises could be done with bare feet as well, as long as you're in an environment that's not going to hurt your feet. Walking is a great form of exercise. It's so simple to do, and you just want to do as much that you can do without hurting yourself. And you want to keep track of how much you're walking, so you might want to keep your pedometer on, because the pedometer will keep track of how many steps I've walked. And I can even go back and see how many steps I walked the day before, and the day before, and it goes back 7 days. And it tells me that this morning I've already walked, during my exercise routine, 3,954 steps. And I haven't gone anywhere, I've just done a little bit with you this morning. So that's the end of my exercise for the day. I hope you enjoyed joining me for the 30 minutes or so that I do every morning. If you don't have 30 minutes all at one time, well then you can take it and split it up into 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening. Just make sure you get out there and do it. Exercise is very important.